Hi, I'm Petra. Welcome back on the yoga mat. Today we're going to have a heart opening yoga and posture correction. So, because when we sit like this all day in front of a computer, we get a rounded back and then we close down our heart. So what we're trying to do now today, we open up in the front, so stretching in the front and then strengthening the back. Because normally when we have a bad posture, our upper back muscles are weak. So that's what we're going to focus on today. So I guess many of us need that. I definitely do. So let's get started. I have a yoga block and I show you a few things with the block today. If you don't have a block, you can also use a polster or maybe even a very thick book as an alternative. Alright, and we start on the mat seated any way possible for you. It doesn't need to be cross-legged. You can sit on your knees and then inhaling deeply, bring up the shoulders all the way to the ears and exhaling, drop down your shoulders. Inhaling, shoulders up to the ears. Exhaling, drop down the shoulders. Inhaling, shoulders up. And then exhaling one more time. And try to really keep the shoulders down, away from the ears. So that's already the first important thing. And then cup your fingers and bring them behind your back and then start opening up the chest, lean back a bit and then look up. So first just stretch here a bit, take a few deep breaths here. Should feel like a really good stretch now. Also try all the time to bring the area, press the area between your shoulder blades together. Take a few deep breaths deep down into your chest area, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. You can close off your eyes. Deep inhale down. Really feel this in your chest area. Stretching and then exhaling, letting go. Inhaling, stretching one more time into your chest. Exhaling, letting go. Very good. Come back with your hands. Now bring your hands behind your head. You can interlace your fingers and now press the elbows really to the side and feel how the muscles in the upper back engage and then exhaling, rerounding, elbows together in front. Inhaling, opening up. You can lean back slightly. Really stretch the elbows to the side as far as you can. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, opening up, leaning back a bit. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling. And exhaling. And one more time. We open up. Really press the elbows as far back as you can. Your chest is open. Your upper back is engaged. And then letting go. We're coming on our all fours. And here we're going to do very similar thing. So cat and cow. So inhaling, drop your belly, looking up. And try to draw your shoulder blades away from the ears. Looking up, exhaling. Now do you drop your head down. You round your back. And you really feel this area stretching between your shoulder blades. Inhaling, dropping the belly, looking up. Exhaling. Rounding, drop your head. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling one more time, drop your belly down, look up. Shoulders are away from the ears. A good stretch here and exhaling, letting go. And now we're going to come into the puppy pose, but I show you an alternative. So you keep your hips on top over your knees, and then just walk forward with your hands as far as you can. And maybe you can bring your forehead down, and then you just already should feel a good stretch in your shoulders here. And now bring your elbows down, and then palms together, and you bring your palms behind your back. And then you can see maybe you want to walk the elbows a bit further forward, so you want to feel a really good stretch here. Take deep breaths. Try to bring your chest area as close as possible to the mat. Taking deep breaths here. One more time, deep inhale here through the nose, and deep exhale through the nose, and then releasing here, coming back on your all fours. And from here we're going to bring our right hand behind our head. Now we open up to the right side, so the right elbow up, and we turn. Look up, and then exhaling, right elbow towards your left arm, rounding. Inhaling, opening up to the right side. Press that elbow up as much as you can. Exhaling, rounding down. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, rounding down. Inhaling, opening up, really press that elbow up. Exhaling, rounding. And now one more time, inhaling, you open up as much as you can, and then stretch the arm up. See how this works. You feel a good stretch in the area in between your shoulder blades, and then right hand down. Now we go for the other side. Left hand behind your head. Inhaling, left elbow up to the ceiling, look up, twist to the left side, and then on the exhale, rounding, closing down. Inhaling, left elbow up, looking up, exhaling, closing and rounding. Inhaling, stretching, really look up to the ceiling, stretch to the side, exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, opening up to the left side, exhaling, closing. One more time. Inhaling, opening up, press the elbow up, and then stretch the left arm up. Really feel this good stretch here. Very good. And then left hand down. And now we stay here for one more exercise on our all fours. So from here, try to engage your core a little bit so you have a straight back. And now we're not going to a full cat and cow. We just drop the area between the shoulder blades, and then we press the area back up. It's not a big move. So you drop down and you press up again. Just really see that basically your shoulder blades and the chest area now move, and then we really want to get into this area today. Push up and then drop down, as far as you can. Pushing up, stretch up, and then push down. It's called scapular push-ups, and it really helps us to feel this area, also letting go of some tension. Very good. And then from here, come back to a neutral position, tuck your toes, and we push back in a downward facing dog, but we keep our knees bent and just walk the dog a bit here, stretching one leg at a time.
And then maybe you want to stretch both legs back, but try to keep really a straight back as much as possible here. And then on your toes, slowly walking forward between your hands. And then here, feet about hip width, just hang first, shaking the head yes, shaking the head no. And then we come into ragdoll position, holding on to the opposite elbows and swaying from side to side. Knees are slightly bent. And then coming back to the center. Now we're going to make big circles with our arms. So inhaling over the right side. We're going to start standing up, coming up. I'm going to move this way so you can see, and then press the elbows behind the ears. Really press back. And exhaling over the left side. We're coming down. We are going to hang. And then on the inhale, coming up with a big circle over the left side. And then once you're up, you really try to stretch the arms really as far back as you can. Exhaling over the right side down. Very good. We're gonna do it again. Inhaling over the right side up. Stretch the arms behind your back. And exhaling over the left side down. Excellent. Inhaling over the left side up. Stretch the arms as much back as you can. Exhaling over the right side down. Excellent. Just hang, let go of your arms. And then very slowly rolling up. Keep your knees slightly bent. And then here rolling the shoulders up and back down. Inhaling, shoulders up and back down. One more time. Shoulders up and really back down. Press them back down. Shoulder blades together, and we have the arms next to our body. Really feel already maybe some opening in your chest area. Maybe release in your upper back. And we're going to do sun salutations, but we do some variations for our upper body. So inhaling, reach the arms wide, looking up. Exhaling, folding forward. And really here you try to bend your knees and keep your back straight. Forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. So this is important. Bring your hands on your shins. Press your shoulders back, and now see that you look forward. You have a really straight back. Exhaling, folding forward. On the inhale, stepping back into plank. And from plank, just drop down your knees, arch your back as much as you can. Now elbows stay in, chest and chin together. Inhaling, coming into cobra. And here in cobra, try to lift up your hands. Now really also shoulders draw back, press the area between your shoulder blades together, really feeling the strength here. Hands back down, exhaling, pushing back to downward facing dog. We stay here for a few breaths. Try to bend your knees first a lot and then press into your hands. Press your hips back and up to the ceiling. Also here, try to have a very straight back. And only then, if you're okay, you can straighten your knees a bit. Take deep breaths. And then from here, bend your knees on your toes, step, walk or jump between your hands. Inhaling, halfway lift. Again, see that you have a really straight back, shoulders away from the ear. Exhaling, forward folding. Now inhaling, reach the arms wide and up. Palms together. Maybe you want to go for a slight back bend here. Looking up and back. Exhaling, folding forward. Keep your knees bent. rest your belly on your upper thighs and bring the arms together behind your back, and then reach the arms over as much as you can. So this is a really good stretch for our shoulders and for your upper back. And you can also move the arms a bit from side to side. Deep breaths. Stretching the arms as much as you can overhead. And then exhaling, letting go. Press your hands into the mat, stepping back into plank. From here, knees, chest, chin, really arch your back. Inhaling cobra. Again, lift up your hands, and then you really see that the work is happening in the back and not your arms. And that's what a baby cobra is all about. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhaling, press the hands into the mat. Pushing back to downward facing dog. And we stay here a bit. Press into your hands. Press yourself away from the mat. And then also really see that you can open up your upper back. So you roll the shoulders apart, or the shoulder blades apart. Then from here, bend your knees, step, walk, jump between your hands. Inhaling, halfway lift, straight back. Look to the front. Exhaling, folding forward. And now inhaling, arms reach wide. And again, palms together, look up, slight back bending. Exhaling, folding forward. We do this again. Rest the upper body on your upper thighs. Interlace your hands behind your head, your back, and then reach the arms over your head. Really good stretch. Take deep breath. And then letting go. Press the hands into the mat, stepping back into plank. From here, drop down your knees, really arch your back, open up your chest as well here. Chest and chin down, inhaling cobra. And here, bring the hands to the outer ends, front ends of the mat, elbows are bent. Inhaling, we're rolling up. Exhaling, we're coming down. Inhaling up, really try to open up here. Exhaling down. And also, you want to go only as far as it's okay for your back. Just keep going. After a while, you probably feel it's opening up a bit more. And then inhaling, coming up. Now press your palms down, and from here, twist over to the left side. First, looking back. Look back as much as you can. Inhaling back to the front. Exhaling over the right side. Look over your right shoulder. Then exhaling, coming up one more time. Looking up maybe. Exhaling, come down. Press your palms into the mat. Tuck your toes. Push back into downward facing dog. Very good here. Take a few deep breaths. And then bend your knees on your toes. Step, walk, jump between your hands. Inhaling, halfway lift. Straight back. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhaling, folding forward. Now inhale. Reach the arms widen up. Look up. Slight back bend. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway lift, straight back, look to the front. Exhaling, plant your palms. And now we're only stepping back with our left foot, left knee down. We're coming into a low lunge. So first have your left hand on the mat, inhaling, the right arm reaches up. So we're opening up here again, similar what we've done before. Take a few deep breaths here. And also start bringing your arms in big circles here, close to your body, please. Really try to make a big, big circle here. And then the other way. Very good. And then bring both hands down. See that you have stability in your hips. We're going to come up into low lunge. Inhaling, reaching up. So, hips low, arms reach up. And from here, we're going to bend our elbows to the side. Try to go in a slight back bend. Open up your chest, look up. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, elbows are bending. Inhaling, arms reach up. One more time, and then exhaling, bending. One more time. Press the area between your shoulder blades together. Elbows reach back, back, back. And then bring the hands down. Stepping back into plank. From here, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, baby cobra. Hands away from the mat. Exhaling. Stepping back into downward facing dog. Now from here we just step forward our left foot, right knee down. We're going to do the other side. Right hand onto the mat. Inhaling, the left arm reaches up. Really reach that arm as far back as you can. So up and back. And then hips are low. We're going to make big circles now with this arm. As close to your body as possible. And then changing the direction. Very good. Both hands down. Find stability in your hips. Stay low in your hips. Inhaling, low lunge. Reach the arms up, but try to reach the arms up, but the shoulders away from the ears. And elbows bending towards the side. Area between the shoulder blades pressed together. Inhaling, arms reach up. Exhaling, elbows to the sides. Back, a slight back bend. Inhaling, arms reach up. And one more time, exhaling. Elbows press back, area between the shoulder blades is together. And chest is really nice and open. Exhaling, planting your palms. Stepping back into plank from here. Knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, cobra. Hands away from the mat. Exhaling, pushing back to downward facing dog. Very good. Now I show you a really nice opener also for the upper back. So come here in downward facing dog. Come on your elbows. Palms press into the mat. This is the dolphin position. And now you really want to press yourself away from the mat. And then you slowly start walking forward a bit. And you probably already feel, press yourself. You don't want to collapse. You press away from the mat. Then you should feel a really good stretch in the upper back. You can keep your knees slightly bent, by the way. Feel a good stretch there. Maybe stepping in a bit more. Very good. And then coming back, step back. On your hands, downward facing dog. Excellent. Now, from here, reach your right leg back and up. Whoops. And now right knee to the nose. And the right foot steps between the hands. Now, step your left foot in a little bit. We're going to come up into pyramid pose. Pyramid pose, we have both legs straight. Coming up. So, now there's a few variations.
I'm going to show you. So you could be in this position and just hold on to the opposite elbow. Or if you can, maybe you want to try it, you bring your palms together behind your head. This is reverse prayer. Really see, ideally you have the hands between your shoulder blades, palms pressed together. If that's not possible, you just hold on to the opposite elbows. So, hips are open, looking to the front, legs are straight. Inhaling, slight back bend, look up. Exhaling, now fold forward with a straight back. And then you feel a really good stretch here in your upper back. You don't need to come down all the way to your right knee. You can also stay here, just wherever you feel a really good stretch. Taking deep breaths. Inhaling, coming back up. Now we're just gonna make or change our leg. So left foot steps forward, right leg back. Whatever arm variation you have done on the other side, try to keep it on this side as well. So both hip bones look to the front. Inhaling, looking up, slight back bend. And exhaling with a straight back, folding forward. Chest is open. Keep coming forward so you feel this really good stretch bit in your shoulders. Take deep breaths. And then from here, just release your hands. Your arms, press them into the mat. And then stepping back into a plank. From here, knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, cobra. Maybe this time you can come even up a bit more. Take your hands off the mat. Exhaling, pushing back to downward facing dog. Very good. Take a few deep breaths here. And then inhaling, right leg reaches back and up. Inhaling, right knee to the nose, and then step your right foot forward. Now, left foot steps out a bit, 10 to a watch. We're coming up into warrior one. Right knee is bent, inhaling, coming up. So, both hip bones look to the front, and then you reach the arms up. And really you want to have your front knee bent. And this is also a slight back bend. So either you have, if it's too much, you keep your arms open, your hands open. Otherwise, press your palms together and slight back bend, looking up. Also here, really feeling this openness in the chest area. And take deep breath there. And from here, release your arms, interlace your hands behind your back. Reach them really first down towards the mat, opening up the chest. Looking up, and then on the exhale, we're going to go into a humble warrior. Right shoulder on the inside of the right leg. The right hip presses into the middle of the mat. Arms reach up, head is relaxed. Deep breaths here. Keep your front knee bent 90 degrees. Arms reach up. And then just let go of your hands. Press the palms together. Stepping back. Step just right back into downward facing dog. Inhaling, left leg reaches up and back. Left knee to the nose, and then left foot steps forward. Right foot, it's about steps out, 10 after on a watch. Inhaling, coming up to warrior one again. Hips look to the front, arms reach up. And then you see from here that you go into a slight back bend, looking up. Taking deep breaths. And then from here, release your arms down, interlace your fingers, and first thing, you really reach the arms down, opening up the chest a lot. Look up, exhaling, folding forward on the inside of the left leg, and left hip presses to the center. Arms reach overhead. Take deep breaths. Maybe stretching the arms a bit more or in the direction of your head. Should be more open by now. And then exhaling, letting go. Press your hands into the mat. Step back into plank. And from here, drop down your knees. We're going to lie down on our belly. Just bring your hands in front of your head. Head rests on the mat. You can move your hips a bit from side to side. Alright, from here we're going to come into the locust position, which I personally still think is one of the most important yoga positions. Forehead onto the mat, arms reach back, so you have your palms facing down. And then from here, what you want to do before we're coming up, exhaling, you're lifting up your shoulders. Try to lift the shoulders away from the mat. The area between the shoulder blade engages, presses together. And now inhaling, head up, chest up, arms up, and if you can, legs up. Then really see, opening up the chest, look to the front. Take deep breaths, and you will feel how we strengthen here the whole back line, legs, arms, and of course the whole back. All the muscles here are engaged. Take deep breaths. And I'm coming back down. Take a quick rest. Maybe moving the hips from side to side. And then again, lift up the shoulders away from the mat as much as you can. The area between the shoulder blades engages. Inhaling, head up, chest, arms, and if possible, legs up. Really lift up as much as you can. Taking deep breaths. Bit more, and then exhaling, letting go. Alright, we're going to come up one more time, but now we interlace our hands. Reach the hands far down. Area between the shoulder blades pressed together. Front side is open. Inhaling, head up. Arms reach down. Legs up if possible. Take deep breaths. And then come down. Press your hands into the mat and press yourself back. In a child's pose, you can come here either into the closed-legged child's pose, or you have your knees open and you rest down. Just a quick rest here. And then we come up, we're going to do camel position now. I show you a few options. So you can stay low, so you're sitting on your heels. And this is what's called the low camel. So you have your hands behind your back. You can have your fingers on the mat, and then you just inhaling, you open up your chest, you're looking up again, Press the area between your shoulder blades together. Then maybe even wandering with the fingers back a bit more. Feeling here the openness, looking up, taking deep breaths into your chest area. So this is option 1. So you want to go, if this works for you and you like it, then stay there. If you want to go further, you just tuck you come up on your knees, you tuck your toes, and then you try to really engage your legs here, hands behind your back, and you start pressing your hips forward as much as you can, and then you bring the elbows together, opening up here, the chest, really pressing forward, and only at the end you're moving back a bit. Maybe one hand finds a heel and then the other hand. But you want to press your hips forward, chest is open, look up, take deep breaths into the chest area. And then one hand back on your hips, the other hand back. Then just sit down, take a quick rest here. Now this is a really good heart opener. You might feel it a bit here. Just take your time. And then bring the legs in front of you. Now first have your knees bent, press the soles into the mat, hands behind your back, it's about 10 centimeters, and from here, elbows pressed together, opening up your chest, look up, and then hips up, so it's reverse tabletop, top. So keep pressing your hips up, and then exhaling, calming down. Now you can do this again, or you come into reverse plank. For that, it's the same position, just with straight legs. So stretch your legs, toes are stretched, feet are together. Inhaling, elbows pressed together, opening up your chest already here, looking up, and then push up those hips. Really try to bring the feet down onto the mat. Hips up, chest is opening up. Take deep breaths here. Very good, and then calming down. All right, one more really nice position here. So straightening the right leg, the left foot is on the inside of the right leg, and then from here bring your left hand behind your back. Now on the inhale, we're lifting up our hips, we're lifting up our right arm, and we're opening up the whole front side. Looking back maybe towards your right hand. Press the hips up. Take deep breaths here. And then coming back. Changing the sides. Left leg stretches, right foot on the inside. See that you sit nice and tall first. Now right hand behind your back. Inhaling. Left arm reaches up, hips up. Open up the whole front body here, looking back. Take deep breaths. And then calming down. Very good. From here, just bend your knees, straighten your back a lot, looking up, arms reach forward. Now legs up, both position. By the way, this is also a heart opening position. Really want to have a straight back. Draw your shoulder blades back together. If you want to, you can straighten your legs. And now slowly, slowly rolling or coming down. Very good. As soon as you are down, rebend your knees. Knees about hip width. See that your middle finger can touch your heels. Palms press into the mat. We're coming up into bridge position. Lifting up the hips first and then rolling up the spine. Lift up those hips, and now when you're up, you want to pull in your shoulder blades. So you really also feel this as a chest opener. You can interlace your fingers here, knees pressed together. Taking deep breaths. Very good. Then slowly roll down. Now keep your arms hidden below your back. We're coming into the fish position. So you straighten your legs now. You have really your arms below your back, palms onto the mat. Inhaling, coming up. All the weight is on your elbows. Maybe you walk in your elbows a bit closer together. And now you start moving your head over and down onto the mat. Really feel this openness in your chest, taking deep breaths. Really beautiful heart opener, this one again. And then wiggle yourself out of this position. You can interlace your fingers behind your head. Some elbows together, and then lift up your head and then move your head from side to side. This is a nice release for your neck in case there's any tension there. Very good. Head down, bend your knees 90 degrees. Now reach the arms to the side, 90 degrees as well. And now drop the knees over to the right side. And you look towards your left arm. And now first lift up your left hand and bring it on top of the right hand. So you're closing down. Then you're opening up again. So rolling the spine, closing the hands down, palms face together over to the right side. And then opening up left arm towards the left side. One more time, closing down the hands. And now really try to open up a lot. You try to have both shoulders down onto the mat. Taking deep breaths here. And then slowly, first roll your head back to the center, knees up. See that you're firmly on your back. You can have your arms again 90 degrees to the side, knees together, feet together, and now the knees over to the left side. And you look over to your right hand, and then the right arm comes towards the left side. You roll to the left, inhaling, you're opening up again, looking over to the right side. And then exhaling, rolling back together, your palms together, inhaling, opening up again. One more time. Exhaling, close your palms. Inhaling, opening up. See if you have both shoulders onto the mat. Head over looks to the right hand. Feel this good openness and this twist here. Taking deep breaths.
then roll your head back to the center first, and then bring your knees up, hands onto your knees, roll a bit on your back, give your spine a nice little massage here, maybe opening up the knees and closing them. Very good. Now you show you another very nice passive heart opener, and that's where we need our block for. So, as I said before, if you don't have a block, maybe you have a bolster or a book. You want to bring that block, either the length or the width, whatever works better for you, it doesn't really matter, just below your shoulder blades, so more in the middle of the back, and then you try to bring your head onto the mat, and then you see maybe you need to change your block a bit, maybe you want to have it lengthwise if you had it the side, just see what works for you, but you should feel here really good opening in the chest area, and then you relax your arms towards the side. You can have your legs straight, maybe slightly open, or you bend your knees, have your feet together, and the knees fall out to the side. Why this is so good? You already probably feel it's a really strong heart opener, but you also, while you have the arms relaxed to the side, you also stretch the whole area in your chest. And this can passively relax here. Take deep breaths. If it's too much for your neck, you can also put something underneath your head, another block or bolster. Really take deep inhales through the nose into your chest area, and exhale. Air is coming out. Inhaling and exhaling. It's also opening up here the throat, as well as the chest, the shoulders. And of course, if you have your knees bent to the side, you also is a hip opener as well. And then slowly, if you have your legs open, just close them and then roll over to one side. Remove the block. And then you just come lying down on your back. You can open up your legs, feet are falling outside. You can have your arms stretched out to the side. Maybe rolling the head here from side to side. And then really see also here that you bring the shoulders away from the ears, and maybe you want to pull in your shoulder blades a bit more. And here we are in our beautiful relaxation, Shavasana. Enjoy the stillness for a few minutes, taking deep breaths into the heart space.
Then from here, come back, taking a few deep breaths. Bring your legs together, arms overhead, give yourself a full body stretch. And then arms onto your knees, press your knees towards your body, rolling on the back from side to side. And then rolling over to the right side. Very good. Stay here for a bit. Then with your left hand, press yourself back up into a seated position of your choice. Try to really sit nice and tall. And then bring your hands again, cup your fingers, bring your hands behind your back, and then opening up the chest one more time, looking up, feeling this openness here. Take a few deep breaths into the chest area. And then coming back, hands together in front of your chest. Really straighten your back now. And we finish with one arm. Deep inhale through the nose. And then from here, bow down to your fingers. Give yourself a big thank you for a very good practice today. And then namaste, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. Working on a good posture, working on your chest opening. So hopefully this felt really good for you. You feel full of energy. That's what normally is happening when we do chest opening. And maybe you do this on a regular basis, and then you will really see a change in your posture. Or you just take a few of these exercises and do them during the day at your desk. This is also really good. Just keep working on opening in the front and strengthening the upper back. Very good, guys. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you again very soon on the mat. Bye.